Hi everyone. I guess you're ready for my story from about Prairie Shores Management. I'm gonna try to keep it short as possible because they're not worth my time anymore. I just wanted to let you know how I had to deal with stuff and other people have to deal with stuff working in that office. I started working in that office in October of 2021. Mind you, there is no real leadership at that place of employment. The owner just wants somebody in the seats to do the work. He don't care if you're equipped to do that work or not. Case in being, our previous manager, Christine, who was let go, he knew that she didn't have a degree. She really didn't know what she was doing, and she fucked up the accounts pretty damn bad. And but he created that situation. Now, when Michael hired me, again, it was just two people working in accounts payable, me and Leilani. Now, Leilani was a younger young lady. Again, she trained me, and she trained me very well, and I appreciate that. Um, but they didn't know how to oversee the first week of mistakes that was made. They wanted to pick, and my thing is, okay, I took good notes. Mistakes was made the first week that I worked there, but it's not being made the second week. And my thing was, she would like to pick and say, well, didn't I tell you that you're supposed to use this invoice that's supposed to be put in this way and that this way? And I'm like, hold up, bitch. Do you understand? That invoice was on from the previous week from when I did it. He did not mark it to be paid, so that's why it's still on there. You assholes don't recall anything. We went over this, and once I see that a mistake was made, I make sure that mistake is not made again. So that what started me not liking that place anyway, because they would nitpick. All of them would nitpick about this. They'll come back and ask you, well, didn't I give you this invoice to put in, knowing damn well they didn't give us the invoice. Either they took it home or they got it under a pile of bullshit on the desk. But they always want to blame you for not having the invoice in, which everybody could pretty well much damn tell you. LaWanda's scanned to put in her invoices every damn day. I did not leave that office with no invoices still in my basket unless I was catching up from being out. You know, I would leave and come back and would catch up on things, and I'd be like, well, I'm going to hold off on this day and do that tomorrow. Let me catch up on everything I missed while I was gone, because today I'm back and I know that shit ain't in a hurry to go out. So let me catch up on the stuff, and then maybe that pile will be in my basket. But the next day, that morning, that shit'll be right in, and so will the bills that will be in for what that will come in for that day. But anyway, let's just say the nitpicking about little bullshit like that. Then we got, after Michael left, he decided to quit Christine, our new controller, come in. Now, mind you, again, she didn't have any experience. She had experience in accounts payable, but she didn't have experience as in being a controller. She didn't have a degree. She didn't know how to manage a team. Now, I know this because soon as she comes in as a new controller, the way that she fired Desiree, I don't think was fair to her. Now, mind you, Desiree came in after Leilani left, because, like I said, Leilani wound up leaving, or maybe I didn't say that. Leilani wound up leaving and finding another job, so Michael hired Desiree on. And she was slow at work and everything, slow at putting in her invoices. But I think it's because she was just a new mom too, and she was trying to get to acclimated to having a new child with a new newborn. And I noticed she was always, worried about her kid in there. And so Her and Christine wound up bumping her head about the invoices or something, but the way she was fired and let go was just, it was bad. The girl cried and everything, but whatnot. But it was like you didn't even give her a chance to actually come up and, reclaim herself to actually say, okay, now I know you're a new mom, this is a new job, but we need you to get this done. If you don't get this done in a certain amount of time or in this length of period of time, then yes, we're going to have to look for somebody else. They didn't never give that girl a chance. So I already knew how this company was set up. So she wound up firing her. Okay, so we wound up getting a new person, a friend of hers that she worked with at a previous property management company. Now she hired on this friend of hers. What is that girl name? Matilda? It's a crazy name, and I swear, I think it is something like Matilda or what? It's something like that. It's a crazy name that you would have, and I believe she was of a Mexican descent, but she had a weird name that you wouldn't think. That's why I'm like, I can't remember if that was her name or not. But anyway, she wound up hiring her because they worked at the company together and they were friends, and she would come in and catch up on the invoices and stuff because yes, the invoice was falling behind because I'm only one person, fired the other girl who was working there. And this is over 114 buildings. And so all the invoices is not going to get put in a timely manner. So she wound up hiring this girl. But the thing is, when she comes into the office, then the young lady gonna come telling me that, yeah, Christine hired me because she was begged me to come here because they needed the help because they wasn't getting the invoices in, and she told me that I really will only have to do some work and I could still focus on handling my business because I own my own company. What? Okay, first of all, if you own your own company, why in the fuck are you there? Second of all, if you're only going to be working and doing your shit in your time and not putting in the invoices, why are you here? If Christine told you you can work on your own company stuff and do what you need to do, but you were just there only just to help a little bit. But then a couple of weeks later, I'm called into the office because guess what? She's not putting in the invoices in a timely manner. Things are falling behind. And they telling Rick, the owner, that I'm not a team player. Bitch, if you only knew that this hoe just came in to told me that she didn't have to do shit. She was there to work on her shit and will only help if need be. And you expect me to help her? Oh, because she's falling behind on her invoices. But she done bragged to me, telling me, y'all begged her to come in here to fill that position. And she could still focus on doing her own business stuff. If that was the case, I could have focused on my own travel agency. So that rubbed me the wrong fucking way. And then when they tell him this and they call me into the office, I let him know exactly what this heifer done told me. And soon then he brings Christine in there. And I let her know. And I said, this is what she said you said. So I'm the bad guy, right? So I guess during all this time and everything, while we're working together, Christine behind my back, this bitch not liking me and trying to get me fired. At least that's what Rick said once Christine left. Well, once she was fired, that's what he claims. But again, I can't trust anybody there, so who knows if he was telling the truth or not. But I'm assuming she probably still didn't like me because I did say that. But yet and still, the bitch wound up leaving. I think it's Matilda or something like that, whatever. She wound up leaving. And I guess when she wound up leaving, uh, sh- that's when Christine stopped being such an asshole and so cold towards people. That's when she started opening up and telling me about her family and her mother and all of that, and her sniffing cocaine and all of that. She really opened up. So I'm not sure if Rick was telling the truth that she tried to get me fired, because it was a lot of shit that I could have been saying about her while she was there to get her fired if that was the case. And if she did, then hey, more power to you. I'm just not that bitch. I'm not gonna try to get you fired. I'm not that bitch. I'm not like you other bitches. But anyway, so uh, she started coming out of her shell talking to me more, and we hired on Gilbert. And Gilbert, he's a strange man. He's to the point, and he will confront you with whatever you don't like too. And at first, for a minute there, him and Christine was bumping heads too, but I guess they got along. But Rick also said that she was trying to get Gilbert for her too, so who knows? Who knows? But anyway, during that time, things is going on in the office, love affair between one of the managers and an administrative assistant there, Roger and Sonia. They was having the office fling, everybody giggling about that. Now, mind you again, I'm not paying no attention. I don't give a damn. But this is stuff that is told to me that's going on in the office. I keep my head in my work. That's what I was there to do. Not that a kiki high, nothing like that. But if you are having fun in the office, nobody's getting hurt, then fine. But when you get these attitudes and everybody is doing the same damn thing and they not being a team player, want to push shit off on other people, you can't get mad at that. You can't get mad at people not wanting to do other people's work when they're not showing their initiative. You know, Again, you're not going to be playing with me and my feelings. But anyway, as I was saying, Gilbert was hired on and they was bumping heads at one time, and they started, I guess, getting along for the most part. But yet in between that time, throughout the years, it was constantly nitpicking about shit. Rick was getting on her nerves, jumping down her throat about stuff. And I know she lied. She didn't know what she was doing. But I didn't know this at the time. I know now. But I get it. She was trying to keep her job. So she's doing shit that she ain't got no business doing. You know, making different changes, general, to the accounts and stuff. General ledgers and stuff. Just putting in different stuff. Stuff that I wasn't aware of because that wasn't my job. She was my boss. She was there to balance the accounts and all that stuff. That's what she got paid for. Especially when I'm telling she getting paid the big bucks. And again, I'm not saying who's making what, but people were coming in after me and was making more money than me as they came in. And people were telling me, they were seeing this in the paper and like, how the hell they coming in being paid more than you and you training them. And I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. And this is the shit I put up with. I didn't try to cause no big fuss or muss or nothing like that. I just dealt with it. But my thing is that, you're not appreciated for that. You're not appreciated for keeping yourself out of the bullshit. They want to pull you into bullshit because they are getting pulled into bullshit, or they can't handle the shit that they're going through, or they forget something and they want to make you look incompetent. Like I said, the story that I was given when I was fired was because I made too many mistakes. And that's a fucking lie. Because I distinctly remember time after time after time, I have caught manager mistakes. And Calvin, the motherfucker who was standing in the office when I got fired, can attest to that because I was always catching his bullshit. Now, he is another kiss ass Uncle Tom man that I don't like, will never like. But it is what it is. But as I was saying, hold on, I'll be right back.